Good day all friends. As you maybe see, we are back in Åhus, and this is the last episode of this journey from Åhus, Norway, Svalbard, Norway, and back to Åhus. This episode is when we leave Helsingborg, and we have our daughter and grandson with us, and once again meet up with our friends from both Copenhagen, and you met them in Lofoten by chance. And after that Eva is following our daughter and grandson to Sweden for a couple of days, so I do some solo sailing from Copenhagen to Åhus. This has been how do you say, interesting and very many experience. All of this is, I think it will be 13 episodes now. We have tried to film and do some documentation, and in the autumn my plan is to do a couple of follow-ups, you can say, where I talk about documentation, and I have mentioned sailing in swell and maybe some other things, a boat tour I have thinking about, but that's a little bit later in the autumn. And I will also go and visit the class 4 in Fjälkestads skola, where my friend is a teacher, Bengt, and to have a discussion with them on all the questions I have given them to help me to find out. We hope you enjoy this last episode of the journey, and as I am in Åhus now, we all understand that we made it back. After the movie, I will, before I give the last questions to class 4, the school class, I will do a recommendation for a couple of other YouTube channels, friends or friends to friends, who you can watch if you like. I hope you enjoy. So here is John Vidar and Benedictine, daughter and grandson. Hello Videy. Hello. Now we are heading for Denmark again and Copenhagen, leaving beautiful Helsingborg. So Mr. Harbor guy, nu får du wava. Det kommer det med på YouTube med.
Ja, det är bra.
Second time big city, Copenhagen. This tour. Leaving wonderful Copenhagen, as we say, yes. And there is the opera. There's Bertil playing, as we talked about, a musician friend. We have met them here now. And Eva follow Benedictine and John Vidar home, our daughter and grandson, home to Sweden now. But Eva will catch up tomorrow again, so I sail a day or two for myself now. You can fly to Åhus, about 3,500 Norwegian crowns. And over there, you won't see it, I guess, the Havejungfru, very famous mermaid sitting on a stone in Copenhagen. A lot of people always look. back in Helsingborg-Copenhagen-Simrishamn-Åhus. They open in the summertime every even hour, so two hours between the openings. So just try to time it, so have about 5 minutes to opening now. Down for car, so should be need to open the bridge in a second now, I guess. Yep, actually well, good timing. Now it's, I think, a maneuver from perhaps Norway, central. But when I worked here 20 years ago, that was much often a guy sitting in open manual, so to speak, one place here. Boats on the other side also. So just speed up now. So let's see if we can get the sail up again. Yep, it's up. So now we're gonna sail again along again. It's exactly 3 months since we went the other way. So first we will have Helsingborg and then Simrishamn-Åhus. Wind is, even in Sweden, dying out sometimes. That was almost certain in Norway that the wind will change all the time. Here it will be more consistent over time, I think. So just passing inlet to Helsingborg. 4 ferries going in and out just now, but no one when I passed the inlet. And I don't know, 50 nautical miles or something, 40-50. Around the corner is Simrishamn, and I just saw my little brother and his nephews, my nephews, his sons. They have been born on Kristiansö. They are heading for Simrishamn. Perfect, I can wake them up at 3-4 at night when I'm more, because they're gonna be there a couple of hours before. Not planned, but fun. Yes, this day is soon at the end. Left Copenhagen this morning, and now it's about 2:30 in the night, the day after. And we're outside Simrishamn, and just gonna make my preparations for the mooring, and then I go in. My brother arrived this evening, so he spotted the place quite full of tourists, German and others, still here in harbor. Although most Swedish vacations, I think, begin to get over. He said it was pretty full in the harbor. So a little bit more than half today. Good wind, broad reach, and no waves and swell to talk about. And then the wind faded, and most of the evening after night now it's been mostly flat water and engine drive. So fun time. For those who remember, this was our first port since when we left Åhus 3 months ago.
and as it happens it will be our last before mooring in Åhus tomorrow also. So Simrishamn is in a good place spot there on Skåne's east coast. We can turn in after the first pontoon. There I think my spot is. There is Fortuna, my father's boat, still mother. Tom, my nephew, who's helping me now. Middle of night, very kind. Doing some exercise together when we have the opportunity and train the young one. Well done! Now David is showing Tom how to connect to the other boat at sea. Then he's going to try for his first time. Put 2 fenders out. We don't use line this time, just show it now. See that, Tom? Painting.
Ja, det är uppfattat.
Kan inte få en bild på oss bägge här.
Ja, vi fixar det.
Jättesnällt. Kan du komma på mejlen sen så är du jättebussig. Slut Fortuna.
Tack så mycket.
That was my little brother who talked to the Coast Guard plane. So we picked up my parents and my brother is ahead of us. We have to fix something with my original mooring lines. They are kind of stuck, so because we are away 3 months, so he take his dinghy and fix that now. Bertil and his brother Bengt also. Bertil from Copenhagen, Bengt lives here in Kristianstad always. I'm going to talk about 3 other channels. There is one called Sailing Frida of Visby. Sailing Frida of Visby. Then we met up in Portimao in Portugal when I sailed HMS Falcon almost a year ago. And they follow us and did some film. So if you like Ladan and Falcon, then you can also watch their channels, come some episodes back, and then you can see when they film from HMS Falcon. And then there is one called Bushpoint, who has sailed to Svalbard the year before us, and we get some valuable information to watch their YouTube channel, so I can recommend that too. And the last one is Sailing Taipan, who is a friend of a friend here from Åhus, yes, and they have been sailing the Mediterranean for quite some time now, and please watch them too. Hello my class, class 4, Fjälkestads skola. Here is the last question now soon for you to think about. That's a question I know the answer to. In 1990 I went to a training course, and in that course I learned a lot of things who changed my life actually. And we learned many things, and one of the things they taught us how to think differently was, you can say, think outside the box is an expression. And here I will give you something to think about. So maybe you need to speak Swedish or Scandinavian at least to understand this. The answer lies therein. So if I say capitals of the world, that's one thing you have to think about, capitals in the world or of the world, in the world. And then I say get a place for your boat. In Swedish, skaffa ett ställe till båten. That's all the information you get. Good luck with that one. See you soon.